Alright guys, back here, Last Frontier Garage compound. It's Easter Sunday, 2023. I think it's April 10th, 9th? Can't remember. Anyway, it's snowing again. We've got, since yesterday and today, probably a good 2 inches, coming up on 3. Just gonna walk up here. The remains of our Christmas lights that are slowly getting. We actually had a lot of snow melted, but this is a fresh. Hopefully it's winter's last stand. I got some summer tires ordered for the Subaru. I've got a great deal on Amazon, like $68 a tire, freaking awesome. I'll be able to retire these nice studs that I got. Of course, the van and the Expedition's still waiting for their turn, but the plow truck, what I gotta do today is, so this tire's been going flat every about 3 or 4 days all winter. I just been airing it up, to be honest. It's a rusty wheel, and the guys at the tire shop, they say that they're putting on the bead seal. I asked them to wire wheel it and put on bead seal. I don't know if they actually are, but it keeps going flat. It's not that bad. So what we're gonna do, guys, is air up this tire, and get the engine plugged back in, get the block heater plugged back in, as well as, oh, this is kicked. It barely holds itself up. All right, geez, I could barely lift that. I start working out. But what I have is a slow draw. So battery's probably discharged about 80%. Probably it's been unplugged for about a week. But so I'm gonna get her plugged in. I'm holding the phone with my hand, so let me see if I can get something rigged up here. Yeah, it's been a long, busy winter, and everybody's hoping. Sorry for this terrible video, guys. These things get just so tangled. All right. That's absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, trying to film. I should have done something else. I should have just set the camera down. Sorry, guys. Just lost, like, everybody. I'm just kidding. Okay. And gonna get that going. I got my plug right here. I have a freaking tripod that I needed to start using. Okay, guys, I gotta do this here. Okay, now I'm gonna look at my tender. Okay, so orange means it's less than 80%. I'm glad if the orange blinks or this blinks, it's due to a connection issue, but if the battery is totally discharged or like really, really low, this thing isn't gonna be able to bring it to life usually. Usually I have to pull out my manual, just the 2 amp to 10 amp to just spike it, you know, get it up to 5-10% maybe, enough for this thing to sort of take over. Then it'll slowly bring it back up to 100. So I've got this plugged in. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. My block heater cord's over there. Let me put this underneath that. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna sign off. All I gotta do is plug this other cord in. Oh yeah, and that's the other charger that I like to use, that I end up having to use, actually. I gotta put this back in the garage. But this one, I'll put it on 2 amp or 10 amp to kind of get it going, and then usually you can bring things back to life. As long as the battery isn't super old, you know, super worn out. All right, guys. We are done with this snowfall, y'all. Winter time is almost over, 2023. All right, y'all, air compressor's airing up, plugging in the block heater, and it would start okay, but because this thing has an Edelbrock, and because it takes so long for the carburetor to warm up, it's ready to go faster if I just keep it plugged in. So engine's sort of pre-baked. But man, we're getting almost 3 inches of snow. on the hood here, but this is a good, let's see here. Yeah, so whew, winter's last stand. And again, please excuse my poor filming. I need to go get my stinking tripod. But, but there's a lot of snow. All this is just backup of snow. And our shed's been holding up, man. I'm really proud of that tarp system. And then let's get this tire aired up. And I think what I'm gonna do as well is see if this got some stuff in here that's ready to catch fire. This is trash. I don't care if this gets hot. So I'm gonna see if this will light up. Actually, I need an open spot on this. Yeah, I need an open spot. I might be able to get it going here. Ain't it great? I'm gonna see if I can just get a fire going by just getting this lit, and then yeah, there's no air inside the thing, so we'll see if I can get it going. Looks like I got some sort of flame burning here. This wants to get going. I know all I need to do is just rip this stuff up, which I'll probably have to do. But so let me maybe get this stuff oriented to where it's a little bit better. Or I can just get a charcoal lighter, actually. Let's just do that. Ooh, a little easier. Let's see where I got those bad boys. And I just want to have a little fire here. It's sort of springtime. All right, this will definitely get her going now. This will get it going in a big time way. Alright, now we have nothing to worry about. This thing's off to the races. So I'm gonna close it and get a lot of this, hopefully this is gonna flambe actually. So I'm gonna go get some wood. I gotta turn the camera off. I've gotta get up and over that around the corner. Actually, let me see if I have some wood over here. I know I have some wood over here actually. None of it's really split. This is from last year, the lilac. It's not quite, it's ready to burn, but it's not as dry as some of this stuff. This is the cherry tree from out front. This is some nice birch. I really don't want to burn right now, actually. Here, let's just get a bunch of these. These should burn. These will burn, man. These will burn, no problem at all. These will burn, baby. All these little sticks, they're gonna burn. Okay. Here's our flame. All right, guys, I gotta turn the phone off to do this. Be right back. I feel like I'm like one of those Survivor channels, you know? Just about. We're getting there a little bit. I need to get the air compressor over here. I think there's plenty of charcoal beneath that's starting to catch. So we'll let this go. The wood's fairly wet. So we'll let it go. It's really smoky, so I'm gonna step away from it. We're gonna get the air compressor over here and really get her burned in, but we'll let that smolder away. Well, in fact, I might as well get the air compressor now, but you can smell that. It's, I think that's the lilac. Yeah, you can really smell the lilac in the burning. Let's see here. Okay. Let me do this very careful. 1 second. Whoops. Sorry guys, I actually don't have my phone in my case, and I do not want to drop it. Okay, all right, let's see what this can do here. I need to get some better wood to get on top of this, and then it should purr like a kitten. It's not set up very well yet. I'm just gonna let it go. I meant to just get it started and not really care about it. But you know how fires go. They're a bit addictive, I must say. All right, guys, I went ahead for some, put 4 splits of birch, 2 one way, 2 the other. And then I've revived it already, but we're gonna go ahead and just get this fire going for good here. It's actually too much. This is more perfect. Just a nice, steady strain here. It's perfect right there. Anything more kind of almost helps it. It's too much air, of course. But we're cooking now, guys. All right. Who doesn't love a good fire? Everything's a little bit warm or wet still, but this fire will keep going without my help here. So I don't want it to burn all day anyway, so I better stop messing with it. Back to the truck. Let's get this tire aired up, ready for service. Get this darn thing ready for service. Excuse me. All right. Let me get the other attachment, and I will have to finish this up. I guess I can grab it while I'm doing it somehow. Anyway, I'm gonna air the tire up. All right, y'all. I just aired the tire up, maxed it out to 44 psi, and again, it'll last 3 or 4 days. And if I park it on the right spot, it actually won't leak. So, and I know it's like a section of the bead on a couple of sides. Anyway, so we're gonna let the engine cook, the battery cook, and there's our fire cooking away, purring like a kitten. And this washer is waiting. It's our old washer. I'm gonna pull the copper out of it. And then last summer, because we've had a couple washers go bad, this is the copper out of our old washer. I got all this copper from our church who was getting rid of it, and I want to melt this all down. Early, a couple years ago on my channel, I was doing metal melting, and here's some bricks that I was making. It's really fun. I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance. I can't wait to look at these humdingers copper. So it's gonna be awesome. This has some copper in it. It's just a hobby. It's fun. The metal's valuable a little bit, but it's just fun. Molten metal is just cool. And of course, the poor Corvette spent its winter inside. Actually, I'm thankful I can keep it inside. It makes it just wear down that much slower. And of course, I will redo the body at some point. So it's sacrilegious to have all this crap all over it. But it's got plenty of dings, and it's my car, man. I got this when I was 18 years old, and I sold it and got it back. And had a family and you know, life and medical bills, dental bill, all the different things. So I don't have quite enough extra in the budget to just throw at this. But I'd like to throw about $3,000 at it. And of course, my time is also tied up in keeping these piles running out here. So anyway. But it's all good. It's gonna be fun. It makes it better. It makes me enjoy it more when I drive it. I had it years ago when I used to drive it every day, and it loses its luster if you drive something like this every day. You got to save it. You got to enjoy it. It'll wear every good thing will wear off. You know, I remember hearing a rich man say that if you eat enough lobster, it ends up tasting like soap. You know, so there's only a softest pillow you can get. You know, I don't know what my point is, but you got to enjoy, man. You got to be content. And it's Easter again. Hope y'all, I don't know if any of y'all have a faith. I'm a Christian myself, so I'm thankful for my risen Savior today. And he died for your sins, and he died for just the penalty that we can't pay, you know. And he took the place of our sins, and he didn't die to make us better. He died to to heal us, to set us free, and to avoid the penalties of sin and death. So I don't know, you know, it's something to look into. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna kind of get some other stuff done. I think I'm gonna get the vehicles just brushed off just to do it. Let me close this. Let me get this up. I'll step on it. I need to just throw that away. It's got a big old screw in it. I was gonna take the screw out of it. I'm such a saver. Yeah, a little fire pit's doing good. Dad gave this to us. It's really heavy. I like the open face ones. We'll have to get one of those eventually. And then I'm looking for this will have to be really close for it to melt. But yeah, this is definitely getting hot down there. So we're good. Keep an eye on things. Over and out, guys. Hopefully the last snowfall of winter. And I think it's the 9th today, April 9th. This is actually all the snow that we had pretty much throughout the whole winter. And of course the fresh here. 100 inches, I heard. Of course, that's all compacted down from being warmed and settling, but man, we've had a ton of snow this year. Over and out. All right, y'all, I'm gonna run a time lapse of me brushing off the truck here in the Envoy, not a big deal. The fire's slowly dying, and we're still goodbying. Good Lord, I'm so damn long-winded. Wow. Kidding around. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. Got everything brushed off. Thanks for coming along there. I'm gonna add washer fluid to this thing. I checked the oil the other day. It's good to go. It does consume oil, and I think what's mainly happening as well. There's a little bit getting burned in the combustion chamber, but I'm also getting oil leaking into the coolant. And luckily, I'm not getting coolant leaking into the oil, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm not really sure how it's happening, but sort of like my nephew's that we did. As you can see, this is my coolant overflow, and there's a bunch of oil in it. So, but luckily when I checked the oil, there's not a bunch of coolant on the dipstick. You know, it's not milky, so that's, but it's on borrowed time. So this engine's gonna have to come out. I'm gonna do the heads on an engine stand this time. I did it in the vehicle last time, and I had to jack it up and yank it this way, yank it that way to get the head bolts in. But it probably needs a clutch as well, so it's a manual transmission, good time to do a clutch. But I'm not looking forward to it. I got 3 other vehicles I need to work on first. But anyways, it'll be good to go. We'll do a video of it and call it a day. This is a 98. I always forget, it's a 99. Yeah, 1999 Subaru Legacy 2.5. It's my go-to, man. This is my daily driver. We do pet care professionally. More specifically, we do dog walking and cat drop-in visits all day, so 5 days a week, sometimes on Saturdays. So, but let me just close this. But yeah, that's definitely a concern. If you see that, you're not supposed to have oil in your coolant. But I'm thankful it's still kind of going, and we'll take her day by day. All right, guys, we're about to pull the Envoy in. This is still the winter 23 video, of course. You're watching it, but get up. What are you doing? It's our dog Gideon. He's 9 years old. We're gonna just pull the Envoy in really quick. good. All right, guys, I'm gonna get him inside. The neighbor dogs are out. All right, y'all, it's another day out in the yard. I'm gonna do one more thing. So this is like pure ice right here. The was, yeah, we have some neighbor dogs that can just about hop the fence, and they were out, so I just wanted to make sure Gideon didn't run over there and bark. Good news is, I think some of the connections I had, the bad connections were causing some of the parasitic draw. Not sure how that works, but I'm not sure. Inefficient conductivity. I'm not quite sure, but it got to 100% charge within like 10-15 minutes, which is amazing. I thought it was going to take like hours, so I technically could leave this off. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it on for now. I'm going to check the oil. I don't know if I start it today, but I should check the transmission fluid. Last time I checked it, it's good. I should have changed that this year. I didn't, but that should be changed every single year, especially if you're plowing. Well, it should be changed every 30,000 miles if you're normal driving. If you're plowing, change it every season. I'm gonna check this fluid on this conventional. What you do is lower the lift ram all the way, and then you just make sure it's at the bottom of the threads somewhat. I do have some leaks here at my fittings. I do need to upgrade those. If you caught my videos before, which you probably haven't, but a couple years ago I had a big problem with this thing not angling right or something like that, and it ended up being faulty brand new fittings. So anyhow, and then one big damage, if you call it, from the season is this light being extremely loose. I'm probably gonna tape it up and just leave it. I'll fix it later, but it almost fell off, but it didn't. I didn't do hardly anything to this thing this year except for the battery and the connections at the beginning of the year, and then I could have sworn I did something else. I did the fuel filter. What else did I do to this thing, man? This season's been pretty manageable. Oil change, air filter. Didn't do much. I gotta delete this air pump and get a smaller belt, and then it eventually needs work. This thing I eventually have big dreams for as well. This is 1983. This is the year I was born, and as long as the frame checks out, I wouldn't mind rebuilding this thing. Might as well just keep it. And I've been thinking about our other fleet too. Chase is probably going to drive this Expedition as his first vehicle before, he leaves home or whatever. The van I just need to fix up because it is an awesome spare vehicle. It really is. So I just have a hard time selling these things just to go buy something else that's overpriced and needs a lot of maintenance. So a difficult time with used cars and all that. But as you can see, the garage is an absolute mess. I've got to spend a day sorting all this crap out. Of course, I'll pull the Corvette out. Once it's finally spring, I'll pull the Vet out. I need to get everything sorted out. I'm hoping I can part with most of the junk we have. It's all stuff I could need one day, you know what I'm talking about? Where, by the way, happy Easter. It's all stuff I might need one day, that type of crap. Ugh, what a nightmare. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna check well, let's see. You might as well come along with me here. I usually just use this thing. I have for transmission fluid these big old units. Do this. Alright, this is all I really need. And I probably should set up my trusty tripod. So super old school. Oh, oh. Alright, let me get the tripod. Alright, y'all, I'm trying to zoom in as best I can without it being a terrible video. Whoops. Alright, let me just... Alright, y'all, we're going to check this plow fluid, well, hydraulic fluid, I'm using just regular Dexron 3 automatic transmission fluid. It's snowing, of course you want to make sure there's not a lot of moisture hanging out ready to dive in. Aren't these close-up videos satisfying? I always like, when I'm watching YouTube, I like to see this type of stuff. And I know my videos lately have sort of sucked, but just been recording stuff as I do it, really. All right, okay, we're definitely a little low. So I'm gonna get a funnel, and then it's probably gonna be, honestly, like 2 tablespoons of fluid. So let's, let me get that going. All right, guys, make this quick. My battery's kind of dying. All right, that should work. Now, absolutely irrelevant because it's not even. Oops, it's not even on the target. Come on, man. What are you doing, mate? You gotta at least film it properly. All right, I'm gonna dipsy doodle it in here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and we're already overfilled, so it didn't really. Okay. Probably didn't need anything. It has been acting up. I think it's just it's getting out of adjustment due to the cables. But it took about a tablespoon. It's a teeny bit overfilled, but let me see here. Oh, you know what? We're actually descending down. Usually it doesn't do this. Let me try to fill it more slowly. I had a different funnel, to be honest, that worked better. It's actually kind of funneling down, so let me, Yeah, the best thing to do is have it inside. And, but I'm satisfied. I haven't had any big leaks, so I'm gonna close it up. There's too much little snowfalls. Little snowy's falling down there, mate. All right, it probably could take another. Well, I'm having trouble. Maybe a shot glass full, maybe. That probably could help a little bit, but again, I think it's out of adjustment because when I go left, right, the cables actually operate. They activate the pump, and then the pump just runs, and then the cable, what it does is it tells the fluid where to go. So if things are out of adjustment, things aren't gonna, it's all sort of analog. It's not like the digital solenoid ones, but I think we're good, guys. We're gonna close this thing up for the day, and appreciate y'all watching. Over and out. Last Frontier Garage. Let me go ahead and back this right up. Thanks for watching, guys.